Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? I need to grab something. I've got to talk about something. I don't know if everybody watches them, but I know some people do. Put that down. I know, he wouldn't let me up this morning. I was trying to, but he was talking about some stuff. I don't think he let anybody up, but trying to wait for people to get on. I gotta grab something. But I wanted to go live about it because I don't think a lot of people are understanding. So I wanted to do a live about it because there were a lot of people being kind of rude. And I don't really know why. I mean, I've been following them for a while now. And I don't get why everybody's being rude. Oh, yeah. Thanks for liking the live, everybody, and sending hearts. It does help with the reporting. Thank you. But, yeah, I've been following them for a while now. And I don't really know why people why they're being so rude. Hold on a minute. If you follow Eddie, King Cujo, he's on you. They've been putting him on YouTube some. He's on TikTok. He's on Clapper. When they came on, it was like him and his wife fighting, which people are saying it's made up. I don't believe that. Because I've seen a lot of the fighting and she's actually been put in jail. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. And now he's leaving TikTok. He left TikTok this morning. He said he's just going to do, well, he said he's not going to do any more lives, but he's just going to do videos. Did ya? So, I guess he's still going to be on TikTok, but he's just going to do videos now. He's not going to go live anymore. And I don't know I don't know if he's going to stay on Clapper or not. It seemed to me like he's not, the way he was talking. He's not going to do any lives. But I don't personally believe Mara needs to do 5 years in prison. I mean, I seen the fight when they called the police. I don't believe that was as bad as people are making it out to be. They both have caused problems. So I don't think Mara's the only one that needs to be blamed. He's yelled and screamed, she's yelled and screamed, and he's wanting to work on his marriage. Right. And that's, that's what everybody called the police on. And he's wanting to work on his marriage. No, he's not. What? He's wanting to work on his marriage. And he's wanting to help her. And I think she needs the help. I do. I think she needs the help. I think she needs medication. And I think she needs to be. What do you mean he wants all the women? Yeah, I agree with that. I think they both need help. Yeah, I think they both need help. No doubt about that. I think they both need to see a counselor. I think they need to go to marriage counseling for sure. Eddie. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. They both need to go to counseling. I agree with that. I think they both have done stuff in the marriage together. Both of them have done things. It's just a lot of it was seen on TikTok Live. Hello. But I don't think she needs 5 years in prison. I think she needs to see a counselor and a therapist and all that. I agree with them there. I think she needs help. And I think he needs to quit drinking. I agree with that part. He said oh yeah, thanks everybody for tapping and sending hearts. It does help with the reporting, please. Thank you. I think he does need to quit drinking. He said he was done drinking, and I think he needs to because I think the drinking is just, he's self-medicating. The drinking wasn't helping him. No, the drinking isn't helping him or the situation. Eddie, King Cujo. Do you? Yeah, he can't drive. He can't drive. And, it's, she drove him around and she got him stuff. I don't know if she drinks all the time. I just see him drinking a lot. And like I said, I believe he needs to stop drinking too. Hey, Stacy. I believe he needs to stop drinking. But he instigated it too, and then she did stuff too. And I'm not saying her hitting him's okay. It's not. And I've never said it was. I don't believe that at all. I've said that from the beginning. But, you can't stop them from getting together. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he needs to stop. Definitely needs to stop drinking. Yeah, sometimes I feel like that. But for her to get 5 years for what she did, I don't know. He said he was going to go talk to the prosecutor this morning. And then he had to go to the hospital because he thinks he has kidney stones. Thanks for tapping and sending hearts, guys. It does help with the reporting. Yeah, this was, oh gosh, when did she get arrested? I don't know the date. It's been a bit that she got put in jail. But I guess now he's going to go and talk to the prosecutor this morning. That's something to think about, Jenny. That's something to think about. Would we say the same thing? I don't know. King Cujo, Eddie. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do know that. And I don't know who it was against, but I do believe she has. I do believe there's some mental issues there. I'm not going to lie. I don't know. Was that his name, who she was living with? I don't remember if it was Brad. Was that his name? Okay, the guy she was living with? Okay. Well, from what I understood, is her parents didn't want her there and she didn't really have any family or friends, so she didn't really have anywhere to go, from what I understood of it. So she went to him, but I know that she's facing 5 years. And I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know how that's going to help her. I think she needs some help. And he's acted like she's been diagnosed with things, and she still needs to be diagnosed with different things. So I don't know how much. I don't know. So I wonder how much 5 years in prison is going to help her. Do you know what I mean? Well, like I said, I know Eddie instigated some of it, and he, he caused some stuff too. Both of them are at fault, from what I've seen, and I've been watching for a while now. But I also believe, people telling him, oh, go drink some more, go do this, go do that, that's not helping. He's obviously upset. She's in jail. I agree. I've said that they're both the problem. They're both at fault. But I understand if he wants to help her. I do. And I understand if he doesn't want her to be in prison. I do. Now, he's mad because basically people called the police instead of asking him if he wanted them to call the police. That's basically he's mad about that. He's saying TikTok should mind their own business. Why did people have to call the cops and get involved? He's basically saying TikTok ruined his marriage. But the problem with that is if you do stuff on live where people can see, then that might happen. That's a possibility. That's that's why he said he was getting off of TikTok. I don't think he's going to get off. He likes being on live. He likes singing and playing music, and he likes talking to everybody. So I don't think he's going to be off alive. I just don't. I think he's going to get back on. Yeah, I think he's going to be back live. Yeah, he is. And he wanted it to be like him singing and playing music and telling jokes. And it turned into fighting with Mara. And having all of this go on. And he said he didn't want it. He didn't want his TikTok to be that. He wanted it to be what he does, sometimes is the messing around and the singing and playing music and telling jokes and everything. But it turned into this. He said that people are going around and making, like, trying to be him. I haven't seen that on TikTok personally. I haven't seen anybody wanting to be him or trying to be him. Maybe I've missed it, but I haven't personally seen it. I know he is on YouTube. But I don't personally believe, I haven't seen somebody trying to act like him. But maybe they do. I haven't seen it. But that's the thing. When you go live, you're going to get people who hate you, put up memes about you, try to act like you. Just all. Yeah, I haven't seen that. So I don't know what he's talking about there. So I don't know. I've seen him on YouTube, but that's just recordings. But if he's going to go live and they're going to get in fights and he's going to record, he's going to be live, then people are going to record it and they're going to put it up. That's the way it's going to be on TikTok. Now, if he wants to go on another platform somewhere, maybe it'll be better. I don't know. But I do blame both of them for this situation. But at the same time, if he wants her back, there's nothing anybody can do. I I think he may take a week or two off, and then I think he'll be back on. I do, because he likes TikTok. Now, I don't know what he's going to do about the drinking. Um, he's been doing that for a bit now. I don't know what he's going to do about that. Maybe he's going to take some classes. I don't know. That probably wouldn't hurt, and it really probably wouldn't hurt at this point. I know he wants to fix his house up. I know there's things that he wants to do. He has like goals. But being on TikTok and showing your life and your marriage isn't. He probably needs to fix that. And then when that's better, he can slowly kind of return to TikTok. But he probably does need to work on this if this is what he wants. Like I said, I don't approve of her hitting him at all. Like, not at all. But if he wants to work on his marriage, there's nothing anybody can do. And I don't believe she necessarily should get 5 years. I think she needs to be seen and get a proper diagnosis. And she needs to take her medicine daily. Yeah, I think he needs to take I think she needs to take the medication daily. King Cujo Eddie. And now I don't know if she was taking her medication every day, but I know he kind of said something was wrong there. And that might be some of the problem. I don't know. I don't know all what's going on with that. But I believe if he wants to go down and talk to the prosecutor, then that's his right. He's an adult. But I believe they've both caused problems. And I do believe him when he says she doesn't have any friends, she doesn't have any family, she has nobody. He said, I'm going to go try to help her. And I believe him. I don't think she has anybody. But I think the people in the chat are... Yeah. And that's another problem. See, that's another problem, though. Because, okay, so she got arrested and she went to jail. And right after that, he started talking really, really bad about her on live. She does this, she does that, she hits me, she does this, she does that. And then people are like, that's not cool. So he's kind of made his bed in that area because he talked about her so bad. for a while now. And he was saying, okay, I want another woman. And now that's all people know. Well, I guess from what I understand is the man that she went with was a man that she slept with before and basically he said cheated on him with. So I think that was another problem for him. Yeah, I know. And he hasn't had his license for a long time. Yeah, he hasn't had his license for a while. I think he said he's got to pay a fair amount of money to get it. Well, yeah, he was getting a divorce, but I guess now he's not. King Cujo Eddie. I don't think he's getting one now. He said he was going to go down this morning and talk to the prosecutor. And I don't know. I don't. He says they have some kind of restraining order where he can't even go and put money down for her to get things, for her to even get a pair of socks. And she can't be around him. Or he will go to jail. So I don't think it's going to be as easy as he thinks it is because he goes down there and tries to talk to him. I think it's going to be a little bit more complicated. Because she's got the charges. And this is her third offense. So I don't think it's going to be as easy as he thinks. But I also believe that she needs some kind of mental help. That's where I am on it. I think she needs some kind of mental help and she does not need to go to prison for 5 years. I don't think that's going to help her. I think she needs to be on medication and I think she needs to get her diagnoses and all of that. And I think they may need some time apart to go to counseling and to grow and then come together. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that if that's what they both want to do. The problem is he put it all on TikTok. When you put everything on TikTok, people know about it. People talk about it. And then you have problems. But he said she's going to be doing some videos. He's going to be doing some videos. But he's not going to go live, which I think is a good thing because I don't think it's helped the marriage and I don't think it's helped them in general. TikTok can be very toxic. And if you're already having problems, it's going to make it worse. But I agree with him getting off for a little while and focusing on what he needs to focus on. I wanted everybody to understand what was going on because some people don't. I mean, I liked watching his lives, but it is a sad situation. And I don't think it was made up. I don't. I think it was real. I think it was real and it's sad and he's hold on a minute. That's not it. But I do think that they need some counseling, both of them. And I think if he feels like, I feel like if he thinks TikTok ruined his marriage, I don't know if it helped, but they didn't help either. If everybody understands what I'm saying. Like, yeah, TikTok probably didn't help, but they were the cause of their marriage, not working out. He would say stuff to her. He would be on live and bash her, um, call her names, say she was a horrible wife. And I think when you do all of that on TikTok, there's going to be a problem. So I think both of them are at fault. But the problem is he started getting put on YouTube. And he started being on Clapper. And he started, he was on TikTok all the time. So people started to find out who he was. Hold on. And all of a sudden, he was everywhere, kind of. And some people were talking about him. And he was getting a little popular. And it just kept going and going. The fighting kept getting worse. There was times he had hundreds of people in his life watching them fight. I haven't seen where people are pretending to be him. I don't know what he's talking about. I haven't seen anything like that. I haven't even seen any memes of him. I haven't seen anything like that. I've seen him on YouTube, but that's it. He's been on Clapper, but I haven't seen him anywhere else. But if he wants to work on his marriage, or he said he wants to bring her back home, and they both get help for what they did, for what their problems are, then I don't know. I think they should. I think they should get help, both of them. But I don't understand. Like, I don't see how putting her in prison for 5 years is going to help her. If something truly is wrong with her mentally, and she needs to be on medication, how is putting her in prison for 5 years going to help? I don't believe it is. And it is a toxic relationship, but if this is what he's wanting to do, I think people need to let him do it. It's his choice at the end of the day, if he wants to work on his marriage or they want to get back together. But he said he was going to go to the hospital after he talked to the prosecutor, because he said he thinks he has kidney stones. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm just telling you what the live was about, his last live. Good morning. But then again, I don't believe it's really going to be his last live, because I think he enjoys TikTok. I think he likes being on TikTok and doing lives and talking to people. So I don't think he may move over to another social platform, but I don't think this is going to be his last live. But there's times, I think it should. I think he needs a little bit of time away. I think everybody does from TikTok, honestly. I think everybody needs time away. But that's what his live was about this morning. And for the people that say, oh, well, why don't you go grab another Fireball? Why don't you go drink again? That's not helping. You don't tell somebody to go drink. He obviously has a problem and he needs to stop drinking. And people are being really rude and hateful, and I don't know. I don't think it's helping the situation. I think they might be a good couple if they both get help. But I've got some stuff to do today. I just wanted to get on real quick and say what his last live was about, because I know there were some people that were confused. So that's what it was about. I think he's going to go live at some point. I just think it's going to be a bit. So I hope everybody has a great day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. And I will talk to everybody later. Bye, guys.